Simply put, logistics is the art and science of managing time, physical space, and location. A related aspect to logistics is supply chain management.
With a digitalization approach, every single job now goes into the system. We're able to see in real time the status of the system. The drivers all get a handphone, which is enabled with the app. As soon as they've done the job at the customer's location, we're able to get the proof of delivery, whether it's a signature, the name of the customer, if there's any issues with the delivery. So the data is much more real time, which gives us much more scalability because one person, when they were doing the manual process, if they were really, really good, maybe they can do 100 a day. A person with a computer can maybe do 300, 400 in a couple of hours. So the technology completely changes the scale of the operation. So it's enabling us to continue our growth plans without having to have an entire army of people basically manually plotting out jobs.
The ship supplies market is fragmented, and scheduling of supplies transportation is done manually. As vessels' turnaround time is short, and arrival time may change, ship suppliers waste time and incur additional costs when they need to manually amend the schedule.
With SimFleet, the delivery process is digitalized and orders can be coordinated and consolidated. This enables ship suppliers to save costs and boost their experience as port users. To help the marine supplies industry become more efficient, SimFleet aims to be the digital platform for ship suppliers through the use of easy-to-use real-time data applications.
When your car needs to top up fuel, you would drive to a petrol station. For ships, mobile petrol stations in the form of small oil tankers deliver fuel or bunkers to them. There are many parties involved in the bunker supply chain. Most of them use Excel worksheets to manage their bunker deliveries and schedule. Changes to the schedule and orders are done via WhatsApp, email, and phone calls. And if there's a change, such as a ship's delayed arrival, bunker deliveries need to be rescheduled, and these changes will need to be communicated with the various parties. With web-based software such as Bunker Maestro, the bunkering process is simplified and optimized. Bunker operators can fully optimize their fleet and increase operational efficiencies.
Over 80% of trade is conducted via shipping, and sulfur content from ships' emissions significantly impact our climate, health, and marine life. We have developed a methanol-fueled injection system that can be integrated onto existing diesel engines. This is a ready-to-use system that enables vessels to save fuel costs and reduce sulfur oxide, nitrous oxide, and greenhouse gases emissions from fuels like diesel. As a ready-to-use biofuel methanol direct injection system, we want to ensure changes to the existing engine are kept to the minimum. Reducing the amount of sulfur content emissions from ships mean cleaner air and a greener earth.
Everything was done manually on a piece of paper. It was handwritten on a grid form, and then the communication even with the drivers and the riders that we had was all done very sort of manually. They would send an SMS, and there was no confirmation whether they actually got it. The information was like free form. There was no historical capture of the data. So the process itself was very unscalable. If new jobs came in during the day, there was very little latitude to basically change the process, to reorganize the schedule.
Now, between GE Transportation and the Port of LA, we're going to digitize all this information. GE Transportation is building a portal so they can see the cargo coming in from Asia. Today, that visibility is maybe 2 days away from a ship landing at the Port of LA. Now we'll have about 2 weeks. And that gives us an additional amount of time to plan how many trucks and trains we'll need to move this cargo through the Port of LA. And that's really going to be a difference maker.
a management perspective, one thing that Locust does a great job of is capturing operational performance in real time. Locust provides its customers with visibility dashboards on day one, and having that visibility into metrics really allows an organization to think about what they need to do to continuously improve and drive better performance.
We cannot accurately perform without some sort of measuring tool, and they have great dashboards as well as a portal that offers a variety of reporting utilities that we can use both at the supervisor and management level.
The reporting that Locust provides is incredible. I'm a very data-driven guy, so I use metrics and data to pretty much make any operational decision. And the dashboards and the reporting and the data that Locust provides is just made the process so much easier. It's all right there for me.
Dashboard is a great tool that we use daily, and we basically have information up to the second on how many picks we've made, and that's greatly improved our ability to manage our picking area.
So one of the things as an executive that was traveling near and far quite a bit is the real-time Locust dashboard that I can pull up on my iPhone, so I can see what's going on in that warehouse all day long and twice on Sunday.
You can access the Locust dashboards locally, remotely, on any type of mobile device that you have.
I can bring up the data from my house at any time of the night to see how we're doing, where the majority of the picks are taking place, what type of picking methodology we're running, whether it's clustering or a zone-based approach. It's very versatile.
We can check on our system performance at any time of day from anywhere in the world and allow us to react to that dynamically, moving workforce where needed and where we might need to move stock to support our pick operation.
Locust dashboards are definitely a really good tool for our managers because we can clearly see what is happening on the floor real time, and it helps us to improve our productivity during the day.
Supervisors and managers such as myself, we are able to walk up to the dashboard and look at the productivity at the individual level. We can see the productivity at the group level. We can see the number of robots, the number of pickers.
I can see the picks that are taking place every hour. I can see how many units we have pushed to the robots, how our throughput is looking, and if we are on pace to hit our goals that have been set for the day.
Well, the dashboard is very user-friendly. The most valuable piece that we use is currently the heat map. We can see when orders enter through our system, we can see exactly where they are. So we can move our personnel through the building to where the highest volume is going to be on the output.
Definitely biggest advantage of using the bots is the trackability. We have several dashboards that we do use on a daily basis. We have how much we picked so far, what's remaining. Then we toggle over and see the heat map, where the work is, where the bots are at any given time.
The light bulb goes off when you show a client just that one dashboard of the robots moving in the warehouse in real time. And it makes explaining what we do even easier.
We manage at Material Bank by metrics. So we'll use the reports that we get from the Locust dashboard to help us be as efficient as possible.
With these reports, we can kind of see where we're at on a wave. We can see how we're progressing through the day versus our goal. And if we see that we fall below that amount, it gives us a quick tool to understand why we're not hitting that productivity rate that we had in place.
We use the Locust dashboards every day. The supervisors will look and see what the day's capacity is and make the decision on whether or not to trade bots back and forth across clients. It has a really good impact on our operators too, because they get to have that immediate feedback. How am I performing today?
Some people in 8 hours, they're picking 1,000 to 1,400 units. And the only way we could know that is by the dashboard. And the employees, they love that challenge. I'm gonna pick tomorrow, I'm gonna win you. So basically, during that challenge, it makes them to become better.
We use the management dashboards to help train those folks that might not be hitting our LPH or find deficiencies in the process. In the event that somebody is struggling, we don't have to wait until the end of the shift to look at that. We can look at it in real time and be able to manage that effectively.
The changes that we've seen by these real-time dashboards is that we're able to manage the business much closer and in detail. Since it is real-time, it brings a lot of visibility to the operation.